How to get a paid caregiver through Medicaid long-term health care. Listen, popular topic. Everybody's calling me up. Everybody want to know, how do I get a paid caregiver? All you got to do is stick around to the end. I'm going to tell you everything. Right now, we're going to cut to a little intro video. Cool. So look, my name is Kyan Church. A lot of people like to call me Mr. KC. You know, they say it sounds a lot easier. All right. So if you're here with me now, hashtag live. If you're here with me in a rebroadcast, hashtag rebroadcast. Let us know. You know what I mean? Popular question, really popular question. How do I get a paid caregiver through the Medicaid long-term health care program? See, it's a sticky, tricky question because the answer is in the question. If you want to get a paid caregiver, you must be in the Medicaid long-term health care program. Other than that, you'll be paying out your pocket. You know what I mean? So to ask a better question would be, I'm in the Medicaid long-term health care program. How do I get a paid caregiver? See, one thing I learned, in order to get the best answers, you got to ask the best questions. You know what I mean? But fortunate enough for you with me. So I'm going to help you all the way through that thing. Now, look, on today's show, I'm going to walk you through the whole process, man. The whole process. I'm going to give you the whole step-by-step guide in case you're not in the program and what to do in case you are in the program. Because you know what? I really like helping people. And I got about 15, 20 minutes before I gotta go anywhere. So fortunate enough for you in the right place. So number one thing you got to know, like I already said, about getting a paid caregiver is you got to be Medicaid. And if you got Medicaid, you got to be in a long-term health care program. Now, I say that because a lot of people call me up and they always say, like, I'm getting a disability and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I got 5 different insurances, but Medicaid is one of them. Listen, none of that means nothing. Got to be Medicaid, which you already are. Got to be long-term health care program, because that is the only program that will pay for a paid caregiver. You know what I mean? That'll pay for a caregiver. I keep saying paid caregiver because we don't want to pay. We just want to get the caregiver. You know what I mean? So this is made possible through Medicaid only, because other insurances, I don't know, maybe they don't feel like caregiving is good business, so they ain't paying for it. But what I do know is Medicaid is willing to pay for any person that's unskilled, meaning never been to school, never took a class, never got a certificate. You know, they pay for people that got the love in their heart and they actually, you know, they doing something to help their members. So we call them direct care workers. Some people call them caregivers. It's all the same, but Medicaid is the only insurance company that'll pay for that. Now, if you got Medicare, if you got Aetna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, this and that, yada, 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 they not going to pay. What they're going to do is they're going to turn around and bill it back to you. And, you know, listen, I ain't got no money for that. So I don't know about you, but if you was looking for, you know, just to pay for a caregiver, you already know how to call me for that, right? You know, but if you don't, 302-689-3240, 302-689-3240. Don't be afraid to reach out, because there's a lot of people watching this that actually, excuse me, that actually don't have, you know, the right program to be eligible for a paid caregiver. But it's all cool, you know what I mean? We'll get you one if you need one, you know what I mean? We do that too. You feel me? All right. So let's say you're not in the program already, but you do have Medicaid. Let's say we're going to take it all the way back. Let's say you don't even have Medicaid. You know what I mean? Now, if you got another insurance, I wouldn't tell you to drop your insurance for Medicaid. What I would say is see if you qualify to get Medicaid. You know what I mean? All right. So what you want to do is you want to put an application in. Now, if you don't have it at all, this application will serve you a lot. You know what I mean? Now, if you already got Medicaid, then we're pushing for the long-term health care program. All right. So this is what you want to do. You either want to drive down to the local service center, pick you up an application, or they got a link. I've been passing this link out to a lot of people online, and I give it out by text. If you call me or text me 302-689-3240, I text you the link. That's if you live in Delaware. If you don't live in Delaware, it's easy enough. All you got to do is pick up the number on, pick up your insurance card, back your Medicaid card, and it'll tell you, this is what you need to do. All right. So like I said, I've been giving people this number, but it's not been coming up. This website, but it's really not been coming up. So I don't really know what's going on with that. But this is what I suggest: call the people and get you a physical paper application. That's what I do, and I like the paper application the best. You know what I mean? Just because I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? I want to fill it out. It's already a phone book. I mean, it's possible to go through it on your smartphone, but I mean, it's going to take more sense than I got. So if I'm going to need a little help, some of the older people that's watching this, y'all might need a little help too. I'm going to just keep it honest with you. You know what I mean? Now, it's not COVID time anymore, so you may not actually feel like going down there and filling it out. But I love the in-person look because, you know what I mean? I already know I handed my application to Miss Johnson in the front, and she told me that it was going to go to such and such in the back. So I always like that. You know what I mean? Mailing it off is great, but if you can, honest to God, be there, sit down in front of somebody, fill that paper phone book out, that's the best thing for my money. You know what I mean? Because that's how I like to do it. So once you turn in the application, it goes through a couple little steps. I'm gonna say sources, steps, what have you. All right. So real quick, this is how it go. Turn the application in. Then what's going to happen is they're going to reach out to your PCP, which is your primary care physician, and they're going to ask them for what's called, I'm going to give you all a big word, right? They're going to ask them for what's called a comprehensive medical report. Now, all this is, you ain't got to do no extra homework. All this is, they're going to ask the doctor, do you think church needs this care? You know what I mean? Do you think that this care will benefit church? And the doctor going to say, yeah, because, he need a lot, not for nothing. You know what I mean? So that's all that is. No need to sweat this. Excuse me. What I tell people as a pro tip, you want a pro tip? This is what I tell you. Call your doctor and put him up on game. Let him know. Say, look, man, doc, check this out. I'm trying to get into this Medicaid long-term healthcare program, and my intent is to get a paid caregiver. So when these people call you, do me a favor, and let them know that you think that this will benefit me. Simple as that, man. They're gonna say, okay, I ain't got no problem with that. Why not? And they're gonna look at the roll books and they're gonna say, the church owe us any money. You know what I mean? Is his co-pays paid up? Do he got any outstanding bills? And when they say no, he don't owe us no money. He's been a great client to us, a great patient coming in here once a year doing his annual. We love him. You know what I'm saying? Then they're going to pass that information on to Medicaid. And they're going to say, look, man, dude, we got a good guy in his hands, man. This dude needs some extra help, man. Don't be afraid. Get him a little extra help. Boom. So that part's going to go through. That's what they call the doctor recommendation. So actually how it goes down when Medicaid looks at it from the Medicaid side, they're going to assign this part to a nurse, right? Now, the nurse, she's going to be the one that actually reaches out to the doctor. You know what I mean? Now, they're going to get all that information straight. Like I said, you ain't got to do nothing. You on Cocoa Beach. Just make sure that you and the doctor is in good graces and, you've been paying your bills on time. You know what I mean? You don't want no $25, $15 co-pays lingering and then you need this man help. You understand what I'm saying? Pay your bills, you know what I mean? And you're going to be straight. All right. Second thing that they're going to do, it's called a financial determination. Whew, big word right there. Now, a lot of people be sweating this like, oh man, they want to check my financial eligibility. Listen, I'm going to tell you a secret. If you got Medicaid, they already know everything. They know how much you make. You know what I'm saying? They know how much you brought in last year. They know everything. Don't be afraid. All you got to do is all you doing is just signing up to get a caregiver. You want to get into the program that's going to allot you more options, more resources. you know what I mean, more things going on in this program than just in the regular Medicaid. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to you know, let them know your financial stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, you already let them know your financial stuff. They already know everything. Don't be afraid of that. All right. This is still number two. But if you want a pro tip in this section, what I would do is I would go maybe to my online banking. You know, some of y'all know how to do that. If not, might even want to take a step into the bank and then, you know, get a photo stat, you know, a copy of your bank account, you know what I mean, and let them know, like, listen, man, if this what you're looking for, boom, here it go. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Simple as that. Don't make them scour the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably want to get this paid caregiver in a decent amount of time. You don't probably want to do this thing like 9 months later. You want to get it now. You know what I mean? So go ahead and get it now. You know what I mean? Get it now. Don't put any extra holdups, hangups, any of that kind of crap in the way of you getting this, because you probably need this. You know what I mean? Nobody asks for a caregiver if they don't need it. You know what I mean? You want help with your activities of daily living. You want help with your independence. You want to stay independent. You want to be the best person you could be, no matter what age you are, no matter what disabilities or whatever that you got. Listen, make it happen, man. You know what I mean? Like my pop used to say, make it happen, Captain. You feel me? Ain't no fun unless my people could get some. So I'm here every day to try to tell you what to do, man. So we ain't playing with this thing. All right. So step 3, after you put in this application, the process, which is the step-by-step guide that I'm giving you. First of all, ain't nobody giving you all this kind of information. That's how you know it's official over here. Ain't nobody telling you this. You know what I mean? And the people that are telling you this, they heard me tell it to them. I don't know if you understood that, but if you didn't, man, when this is all over, just rewind it back, and then it's gonna come to you. It's gonna come to you. Like my man said, laugh now and rewind the tape later on when you get back home. All right. So that's cool. So listen, third part, most important part, I tell everybody, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. All right. Hello, I'm in California. Lolo, what's going on? SG. What's SG stand for? And what part of Cali are you in? All right. So look, this is what you want to do. You want to have, okay, not what you want to do. This is what's going to happen. The third step is the interview step. All right. So within this interview step, it's going to be mano a mano, one-on-one. It's going to be you and Medicaid. Now, don't get scared, right? Because this is what you've been asking for. You've been asking to get into the Medicaid long-term healthcare program so you can get a paid caregiver, right? So this is what it is. Now it's time to get you a paid caregiver. All right. So this is the most important step. Step number 3, the interview. Now listen, why do I say this is the strongest step? Because now they get to talk to you. Now they get to hear what you saying out of your mouth. Ain't nothing stronger than that. Look, shout out to me. Shout out to you if you watching this thing from Cali. You know what I mean? Medicaid is in all 50 continental United States. I don't know. They may be in other places. You know how these insurance companies get money. You know what I'm saying? But if you within the continental 50 and you watching this, the game is absolutely the same. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the people from Sacramento, California that's watching the show today. Look, if you with me now, hashtag live. If you with me in a rebroadcast, hashtag rebroadcast. Also, don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe. I don't know what do you call it? I don't know what form of social media that you're watching this on, because we broadcast live to several different platforms daily. So, you know what I mean? Wherever you at, make sure you're sharing this message, subscribing, liking it, you know, do what you got to do. So listen, I'm going to give you a pro tip, you know what I mean, which is part of this step-by-step guide, all right? I'm going to give you a pro tip about the interview. This is what you do. Hey, Lo, thanks for watching. All right, so what you do for the interview, before you get the interview, you're going to want to write down everything that you do during the course of the day, all right? Now, why I got to do that, KC? Because this is the thing. Once you locked in, you locked in. And you don't want the people to say, oh, church only need 1 or 2 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I need help from the time I get out of bed. I need help from the time I get out of bed to the time I go to back to bed. You know what I mean? And in the middle, I do a whole plethora of things. You like that word? Plethora. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you all I'm a college graduate because you know what I mean, I don't want to be bragging on the situation, you know what I mean, pop my collar type. But I got them big words too, man. It's all gravy. So look, man, get your notebook out, get your best pen out, and write down everything that you do during the course of the day for 7 days. When they get there, man, you're supposed to have so many notes that they like, man, I ain't got time to read all that. Look, we're just gonna give you the maximum. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I ain't got time for all that, straight up. So this is what you want to do. Write it all down, and then after you get it all written down, tell them, look, I didn't even write down the days I got doctor's appointments or the days I got to go see Miss Mary over at the senior center, or you know, I got the, you know what I mean? And then tell them, oh, I got a son who drives me around, I got somebody else who does this, who does that, you know what I mean? They picking me up, you know what I mean? Because we doing this to get the paid caregiver, to get the stability in your life. So you need to let them know everything first shot, first time around, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people calling me like, yo, KC, I got beat on my hours, man. They only gave me a couple hours. That's because you didn't tell them nothing. You didn't have your notes written down when it came time to talk to the people. You was, nah, I'm good. Nah, you not good. You really need this. You know what I'm saying? And if you really need this, you don't want to be, pretty boy Floyd when they come to the house, or when they get you on the phone for this interview, man. You want to be like, look, I don't want to seem needy and all, but I need to do like 18 hours a day. Help me out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I do a lot and then I watch TV at night. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna need XYZ. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid, speak up, but let the notes do the talking for you. All right. So that's what it is, man. So after that, usually in a perfect world, they'll wrap you up. Like, let's say you did all that and they started you off. Today's the 16th of August, right? Let's say you did all that and you got through, let's say in a perfect world, you got through the interview stage by Friday. By September 1st, they will be assigning you a case manager. Now, they don't like to really tell you all that, you know what I'm saying? But that's really how it goes. All they got to do is get through the steps. And if you make the steps, easy for them, number one, you call the doctor, put them on game. Number two, you had that financial paperwork straight from your financial institution, so they ain't got to be searching. And then number three, you had all them good notes when they talk to you, so they know what you need and what you don't need. You know what I mean? Boom. At the end of that, they're going to complete you, and they're going to say, look, man, let's assign this dude a case manager so we can get him some paid care. You know what I mean? Now, after that, they'll assign you a case manager, and then sometime shortly, what'll happen is the case manager will reach out to you. Listen, I appreciate all the phone calls, but you got to text me while we're on the air. 302-689-3240. Text me while we're on the air. 302-689-3240. And look, if you got a comment or question, just put it straight in the thing, man. Don't even wait. You know what I mean? Especially I'm on here with you now. You know what I'm saying? Why wait till tomorrow to get the good information when you're on with the kid today? You know what I'm saying? Mr. KC's your in-home healthcare guide. You know what I mean? We help the financially challenged family member to become a paid caregiver through the Medicaid long-term healthcare program, so every family can have a chance to eat. We want you to, you may have had to stop your job, stop your living, stop your way of life. You know what I mean? I probably said that backwards, but you know what I'm saying. You probably had to make some changes in your life just to sacrifice and help your loved ones and your people. You know what I mean? So ain't no fun if you got to go broke to do that. You know what I'm saying? You ever see a joker in his back and his stomach is slow dragging? Not a good sight. Not a good sight. You definitely don't want your back and your stomach to be slow dragging, man, because now you got a whole different world of problems. You understand what I'm saying? So get that good application in. What you got to remember, I'm going to tell you again, everybody with Medicaid in the long-term healthcare program is qualified for a paid aid. So that's all it is, man. And if you already put your application in and it seemed like it's stuck because it's been 6 months, you ain't heard nothing, call me. 302-689-3240, 302-689-3240. I got a good friend that works in the back, right? And I'm gonna keep it funky with you. They put a computer at his desk. I don't even think he got a computer job. You know what I'm saying? He there doing something else. But at the same time, when that cell phone ring and I call him, he say, "Yo, KC, what you need?" And I be like, "Yo, man, look up Miss Johnson information. Let's check her out." You know what I mean? And he'll give me who the nurse is on the case. He'll give me who the financial worker is on the case. Sometimes he even let me know when the interview is scheduled for, you know, when they plan on reaching out. And what he'll also do sometimes, he'll let me know it was a snag with the financial eligibility, so they didn't move forward. But see what it is, it's Medicaid, so they don't always tell you everything. You know what I mean? That's why you need KC to guide you on through this thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna bring you through like that little dude in the big Jeep in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you from the parking lot all the way to the VIP, man, because that's how I do it. That's how I do it, man. You know what I mean? I just need you to be like Johnny Gill, man. Don't be afraid. You feel me? I think that was Johnny Gill. You know what I'm saying? But listen, call me if you need me. Text me if you need me. Shout me out on the internet, man. Jump in the DM. Do whatever you got to do. 302-689-3240. Also, if you stayed here and watched this till the end, man, you my kind of people, man. I love you, man. Don't let anybody shame or blame you into thinking that taking care of somebody else other than yourself is bad business, because them dudes is clowns. Word up, man. And short story, man. I just came back from Med Express, had to get some blood work, man. Went to the doctor. He sent me over there. Went to the doctor's office. Doctor had a bad attitude. The nurse had a bad attitude. I'm like, what y'all mad for? You know what I mean? You want to deal with people, man. You gotta be happy, man. Let this be your lesson, man. Don't listen. I would tell you all the place, but I'm waiting on my blood work to come back, and I don't want make none of them bad attitude people mad at me. But I mean, they serious, man. Don't be one of them, man. Listen, love the people that you taking care of, man, and do what you got to do for you. You know what I'm saying? We doing this to get our blessings, man. Sometimes we just got to work with unscrupulous people, man, and unfortunately they work at these insurance companies. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good, because we're gonna work through all the madness, man. If you here with me, man, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna guide you on through the BS. You understand what I'm saying? So look, like I said, if you found this information valuable, man, like it, share it, do what you got to do, man. Let's help this algorithm get it moving. All right, I got to go. Got to go get Pop in a minute. He gonna be calling me. Where you at? So hey, man, caregiver's job is never done, man. Never done. You know what I mean? So I love you, man. Thanks for sticking around. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. All right, peace.